I always make my beans at home when I can, and I understand that for some people it seems to be time consuming. The main thing with beans is when you're making them at home is you have to remember to set aside the time to soak them. Now we've got 2 sets of beans here, and believe it or not, these are exactly the same amount of beans, but these ones have been soaked overnight, and these are just as they come out of the packet. And this is basically a regular packet of dried beans. A regular can that you get is about 14 ounces. So what you're doing, if you get a pound bag of beans, you're going to get the equivalent of 4 cans of beans out of it, which is a lot. And you know, if you're looking to do a little bit of budget pinching, that's great. And the other thing is that with home-cooked beans is that unlike canned beans, you can use the liquor that they're cooked in to flavor your soups. In fact, they make the soups even better. The ones that you buy in the store, you literally do have to rinse because they're absolutely full of sodium. So I'm just going to show you how I do my beans, and I'm just going to set these aside. These, by the way, are lima beans. So I've got here that I soaked already and drained, because you can't cook them in the soak water. You have to drain them and start again. Just put those in there. I'm going to cover them they were not going to soak up any more water. All I want them to do is to get soft now. So just covering them now with just enough water, and I'm going to put it on top of them a sprig of rosemary. Rosemary is a fabulous herb for beans. Both rosemary and sage for white beans has been known to be a medicinal herb in the past. Now I'm going to just smash some cloves of garlic on this side. I don't want to smash, I want to stay. Ooh. Okay, and I'm going to put in just whole cloves of garlic into here. Now the great thing about beans is too that yes, they can take a long time to cook, but generally speaking, if you buy your beans from a store that has a lot of foot traffic, where people like to buy beans and eat them, they're going to cook quicker than from the store where people never buy them. So that's it. And I'm going to put it on the stove. I'm going to start and bring it to the boil, and I'm going to put some oil on top once I've brought it to the boil, because what happens is you'll see there will be some foam that comes on top, and I want to try and skim some of that off. Okay, so we're going to go to the stove now. Okay. See, they get kind of a foamy scum that forms on top, and that's quite natural, but I wanted you all to see it in case this is something that bothered you. This is just a natural byproduct. The beans themselves they're so full of fiber, protein. Also, they have a lot of minerals in them too. And they're pretty good for you all around. I'm going to put a drizzle of olive oil on top of this. Again, I'm going to use the cap for a measure. It's about a teaspoon. What happens is that the olive oil just gives a really fabulous, put a bit more, really fabulous flavor to the beans. And that's it. We're just going to leave them to cook now for about, I'll test them after 20 minutes, because if they're relatively fresh, they'll be done by then. And just to, if they're still a little bit hard, I'll give them another 5 to 10 minutes. Et voila, we're done. For more videos, visit our website, cookforyourlife.org, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest.